Well, hello, kiddos. Oh man, oh man. I just have to say, praise Jesus. Thank you to my divine team scattered all over the place. Teams. Insane. Nothing is perfect, but things are not just escalating, but they're advancing, progressing. I love it. I love it. Man, I don't even know what to say. Okay, we started off with a thank you. I even pulled a card or two during the breakout session. Holy moly. What? Everything came to true. My readings, my readings are true. My readings are very, very true. It's a little, I don't know, eerie is the word. A tiny bit spooky. Because it's like, if I'm seeing it as a, as a recipient, as a querent unfold, that tells me how tripped out other people are. Let's go ahead and get back to Tina, okay? Because this is Tina, conservative view, this was, even pushing it, but I decided after I saw the formatting, the people that I was working with, just the ambiance, so just the energy read, I thought Tina can be Tina, just a little bit, and, so I allowed for that. In fact, actually, I'm called to wear another set of earrings. If you could hold on tight for just one moment. Excellent. Gosh, thank you. I didn't realize I didn't have breakfast. I was feeding on coffee and water. So anyway, let's go ahead and do a quick thank you read, okay? I'm going to do one devoted to, my teams, my supporters out there, high and low, in between, above and beyond, it's like everybody went above and beyond today. So when I pulled out cards during the chill session, the breakout session, the breakout within the breakout, it was heartfelt because it talked about setting the tone. What was happening, what was unfolding was just absolute magnificent. Do you see what I'm saying? When a bud opens up and it has those initial flowers that take just a bit more time to unfold, there's a certain time frame where there's an accumulation of pent-up energy just waiting to burst out. And that is when there was a certain time where it just unfolded. That told me that whatever transpired for me within successes was automatically distributed like a mushroom cloud, like atomic bomb of goodness, of justice to soul family. I even feel the chills right now. And this is all from goodness. I hope you are feeling those vibes too, experiencing, the return. And it would be like an understatement if I said that it was incremental progress, incremental advancement. If you want to look at it technically, even looking at those data points, it's just an understatement to say those things, because I really needed something to come through And it's like they said, just like when you really, really need it. And my goodness, I was such an a-hole. Like, there were times where I just kind of, you saw me burst into fumes a bit. Jesus, working with Jesus, seriously, teaches you discipline in holding your ground and not having a tantrum about it. Do you know how beautiful that is? It's like the glorified, baptized Karen. You know, like the initiated Karen. Like it's just a new life for her, just a huge page turner. And that's great, you know, that everybody can experience a turnaround. Goodness, if I had my lawyer, I calculated the funds, and it's almost like I would just break even and be from starting scratch with what was accomplished today. Seriously. Sometimes I underestimate myself. It's like the divine is like texting me like SMH. Just shake my head. Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to do a bit of a report on the intro. And it was just fantastic. And like I was looking up like courtroom etiquette, certain terms, what did they mean? I wasn't like doing a full, you know, family law codes, you know, review. But I set like 8 alarms between yesterday and today and like tested it out last night, the camera and the connection. I was my own best admin, seriously. And then the placement and certain things, like I wasn't a control freak, but there's certain points in the checklist that you must cover. And it was just, I don't even know what to say. So during those breakout sessions, I didn't just like pull a card or two. That was profound to me. That it was just like being able to roll with things, like the surrender of it. I did my prayers. I did a certain, I don't know, a ritual, which is, I mean, technically you could call it a ritual, but it's just getting up and moving. Like during the break, when you have stagnant energy, it's not very good for you. Especially when there's so much data download and interaction and occasional like uprises. It's important to be able to walk around, and there were certain things that I just recalled that weren't written, so there were some modifications, etc. So it's giving yourself time as a human being. Understanding the realm of human error, that potentiality, that you allow yourself to digest the material in rotations, because that's what I was doing. I was, instead of pacing back and forth, like vacillation, the mental, like subconsciousness is moving in a clockwise motion. So instead of it ping-ponging back and forth, we're moving forward, okay? I guess I'm teaching you, or the divine is teaching you, okay? But moving forward in a growth pattern, okay? Like the Fibonacci sequence. So we're doing that in rotations, okay? Completing cycles. And so I would do my prayers, etc. And then some clearance, cleansing energy, not just for myself, but for others. And then an energy flow of good, like goodwill towards others going through the same, and my helpers. And then in action, I was just intuitively guided to do like all of this, okay? And then in receipt, you know, flow in the receipt after the cleansing. So these were with tools that like I've accumulated along the way. It was very simple. It wasn't I wasn't juggling with items. It was just one and the other, and just intuitively guided to these things. So it was just amazing. On the finalization, when I picked up the card, I mean, only really two, like, it was just amazing. So even though things may seem to be a zoo out there, it's not like we're a spectacle. We're almost like we've become this layer of interest in this world that we don't realize that we're a part of, like a greater scheme. People have eyes on us in many different ways. Once you're attuned to what's really going on, without wanting to like take down everything, you know. I need to fix my thing here, but like, yeah. So you had a third banner there. But it was just, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. So, yeah, the whole thing about, it's not just, keeping yourself from assuming the worst, but assume the best. Assume greatness. Like a reflection of who you are and what you're bringing forward. So, again, the lesson unfolds for us all. Especially me, like, that's wonderful. So many like byproducts that are just blessings, because it's not just like the extrinsic value, but what you really, really learn it's just good. So what? Yeah. So don't put a label. The mind-blowing thing was that they said, even though things may seem like they are delaying and they're against you, or they don't outright look like how they should be, you have to surrender. You have to trust at a certain point that your team's got your back. So many things are happening like in the background, and it's just insane. These things that are happening are just, like, in my head I was like, freaking Libra. Freaking Libras. Yeah, what did we want to say about that? It's just, yeah, they're actually working in your favor. And I say, I don't even know how that's going to happen, considering that I was paying for a service from a, like, trusted, established, high-paid service, and these things didn't come through, and now, like, we're okay? Like, I was okay? And both parties, I would say, were unscathed. Like, oh my goodness. Like, oh, that's insane. But, like, being intuitively guided is just total game changer. And I'm so excited for you. Once you get onto that, like, you're not looking at everybody like, oh, when am I going to catch up to them? Or like looking if people are behind you. Like, it's not even, it's just like, I don't, it's great. Things are great. And I was trying to clean up my space a bit, and I remembered this bowl. I was like, oh, I guess I didn't put all of you away. But I put it here for a purpose. Like, I was just intuitively guided. I was told to just put it aside, like, as a reminder, in case I need it, in case, like, I feel any reluctancy or hesitancy or scared or intimidated or even timid. And it says, do not back down from opposition. I feel it. I feel like... yeah, it was just very, like, exact. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. It says exactly that. It didn't say, like, be an a-hole or don't be an a-hole, but Jesus is saying there are ways. that you can accomplish things without being an a-hole. I mean, you don't have to be absolutely sweet as honey. You don't have to. You don't have to be like either or. But like, oh my gosh. Okay, let's get some cards here. Dante's Tarot. And one more thing. Even the reading on the people. Insane. The readings that I did last night, I was like, I have never even met these people or even conversed with these people, and I just barely looked them up. Barely. So it was just mind-boggling to me. I'm like, okay, well, I did my reading. I did my reading as I usually do, so we'll see, upon introduction. So, what is the animal spirit totem that applauds us at this time, Spirit? It is, fell between the stool and my foot, but propped up. It's the turtle! Oh, that's funny. Yeah, have you seen the turtle before in the readings? How, it was comedy. Like, it's a process. That's it. Respect the process. You know how long a tortoise lives? They're way past centennials. Slow and steady wins the race. And we were just talking about that. That's insane. The turtle applauds us. The funny thing is that I don't think that they can actually reach their little flapper hands. I don't think that they can go like that. But if they could, they would. That's the illustration. That's funny. So what they do is they maximize on their movements. Because if they were to, like, be extra about it, they would be like... Because they're like T-Rexes almost. So if they were to, like, try to clap, like, do anything more, extra with their energy, it would be like, stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself. That's the part of the message that I got. Okay. So, eternal energy, cool. Okay. So I'm called to ask, which animal spirit seeks us at this time? It's 2. Oh my gosh, what? Cobra and the dolphin pronounced. What this tells me is being fierce and precise about our happiness. Like, happiness doesn't, like, it's the opposite vibe that I get when I hear the word, like, rigidity, so it's not just, like, how do I say it? It's, striking a balance between, the focus, the entrancement, the being fierce with, like, your bite, like, instead of, like, Officer McGruff, like, take a bite out of crime, take a bite out of your own, like, happiness. That's what it's saying. I know I said that a little weird, but it's that precision with targeting what really makes you happy. And it's not even just what makes you happy. Because dolphins are known to be within, like, what is it, schools? Is that fish? Yeah, that's fish. But whatever dolphin, like, crowds, whatever that, what is that called? It's not a school. Okay, anyway. They're community-based. Echolocation, like, even when they're far away. This is like soul fam energy. Independence, happiness, like, together, and, like, it flourishes, especially within a team. So, within its family. It's not just like a team, like, occasionally, like, clock in and clock out. It's always. When we're looking at being precise about our happiness, that's also all parties accentuated. This is the spirit totem in combination that seeks us out. That's going to be the ongoing theme I'm hearing. Because one is a land dweller, one is a sea dweller. Neither have feet, and they both kind of like wriggle along. Yeah, so they do have some common ground, and that's very important to look at when we're looking at mediation. That there's some common ground. That's interesting. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, next up, we got the horse on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Traumzeit Tarot. Traumzeit Tarot. It is, I think, the Dreamscape Tarot. Okay. There were a few other things that I did, but that was dominantly the exercise that I was guided to do. I burned several things as well, different types of incense, one at a time. I was intuitively guided on how to do it, as well as a bit of sage. And, I didn't, just a very bit. And, what else? What else did I do? I made sure to take a shower regardless of whether people are going to smell me or something. There were just a few other things that I did to just keep the energies circulating for all. Free flowing, yeah. Okay. Anything else that you want to say, Spirit? Oh, okay. 9 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, that's reiterating what makes us, determining what makes us happy in this new phase of life. Because if we're going through these changes, then like attracts like, which is, others are also kind of upgrading and deciphering, discerning the things that make us happy. Those new terms. And this can be like revisiting old hobbies, old... Yeah, that was a beep. Yeah. So there's that. Okay, so we are going to ask the divine. We're not going to lose track on this. Something about thanking you. What the divine has to say in gratitude for your help. I don't remember the exact question, but I'll revisit it and then I'll do it exact, okay? If I got it completely off loop, okay? Okay, we'll do that. Okay. This one first. The King of Cups. That's Jesus energy right there. 9 of Wands with a peace pipe in the middle. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? So 1, 2, 3, 4... 6, 7, 8. 9th one is the peace pipe with the sun and the moon right in the middle. That's interesting. I've never had that. And then the Hangman card in upright. So Jesus is particularly thankful that we communicated well and we use the prime energies endowed by the sun and the moon in a powwow session. Yeah, to come together, to agreement, to a new awareness. Yeah. Yeah, because you know what I'm getting? You know how people are boop, got your nose, boop, got your nose. That's the same thing, tapping into, the crown chakra, boop. And it's almost like an activation point. A simultaneous activation point, boop. Got you thinking, or not thinking, not over accentuating yeah, it's got you to wake up. That's what it is. Because it didn't sound like got you in awareness. It's not just awareness. It's an awakening. Got you to wake up. Boop. Interesting. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. So the divine is particularly thankful for you. Dot, dot, dot. Fill in the blank. Fill in the blank. Let's see here. That's the one. Magician. You see, all of us are like in this classroom, right? Regardless of the, I feel the, tingles. Regardless of the speed or the level, we're all in it to learn. And that's winning it, right? So that's a magician, like, yay, I just got my diploma, or I just got my certification in this avenue. You know? That's personal victory right there. It's telling me that, oh, it's tightrope walking too. Holy smokes. And the baboon. Oh my gosh, the baboon is holding a diploma too. What? That is insane. I didn't even see that until now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of Pentacles. We worked for it. It shows. This is a magician, tightrope walking, like doing like the pixie dust where, you know, like how Tinkerbell is like, we can fly, we can fly, we can fly. I think that's what it is. Where you just have to think happy thoughts. That's the secret ingredient, which is tapping into your inner child. So, what I'm getting around to saying is that primarily what I got from this is that we've shown, how that we are that we could do this, that we've shown, you know, the divine authority, that we're applying our skill set, is passing the test. This is passing, that we passed this test. Jeez. There's so many things that I didn't notice about this card until now, because, well, it's like kind of broad daylight too, but and that, you see, there's an angel watching, very back, very top. That's interesting. This is so weird. Like, I didn't even know that I was going to keep this deck. I think it was just like kind of in a grouping, considered like a freebie, within a lot of like used decks or near new, etc. And that's just so amazing. I'm like, I don't speak German. I don't know it. Intuitively, I can read some things, some words, but let's challenge ourselves, you know, like there's still pictures on it, you know, there's something to learn. And by goodness, to get that, wow, tightrope walking, that can really strike a nerve in you. Like, it's not getting on your nerves, it's like causing some anxiety, reaching this height of next level discernment that we're put to the test on, that each step counts. And it's not just the steps, baby, it's not just the formula, but the balance, like of the inner chi, right? Yeah, that's what that is. So they're saying that they are grateful and thankful that we are showing alignment, not just comprehension, but applications, like without RBF, you know, amazing. So we have King of Pentacles, 5 of Wands in reverse, 8 of Wands. Is that in reverse too? Hold on. Wait. Oh, okay. Okay. 8 of Wands, okay. Two of Swords. Okay. This, like, there's certain things that are blocked because we're under construction, we're unfolding. Remember, like, we just talked about, like, the burst, the unfolding of, it's just an accumulation of energy, and then it just, like, pops open, like, there's that. Okay. That communication of, like, hope is finally, like, striking forth. It's groundbreaking, this ray of hope. Like, it's miraculous. So you see that? There's, like, almost like lightning. It's not just kicking up dust. This is electrified. This is from the greater unknown. And then a dropping of what do you call it? Conflict. Yeah, it's the release of conflict. Like, I'm not gonna play that game. I'm not gonna do that. No. And then the King of Pentacles. Okay, so they thank us for being industrious, level-headed, level-sided. This is not just observing all sentience, but valuing it. This is a nature lover, okay, in masculine form. I would say equivalent to, like, the green man energy, okay? So this particular one is on horse, so very much in the fields. And because you're in the field, you're out there working, you're not just, like, delegating tasks. You're rolling up your sleeves, you're getting out there, you're making movement, making traction, helping facilitate the things that are important to you and your kingdom for your kingdom. And so that would be, like, picking your battles. And like, as a unicorn would. Yeah, like, having a horn doesn't mean that you have to engage in, like, goat activities where you're like ram, like, where there's ramifications. There's with that. And so I'm very, very thankful. And so they're sending us light. It's like this new glow. It's spearheading possibilities. It's like, even if there's communication, like certain disputes, like a certain fire up, like spearheading our way in multiple forms, it doesn't affect the rainbow. Do you see? The rainbow is, I would say, like, sentience-wise, it's impenetrable. But physically, it does look like it's penetrating, right? But it's just, like, going right through you. That it doesn't affect, it doesn't break up your energy. So this is true alignment. They are thankful that we kept truly aligned with our beliefs, our faith. Okay. So that's why, they knew that we had it in us. That you guys had it in you. And so they blocked off this area where we could just really bloom, flourish individually. Like, this is a highlight. This is what do you call it? Like a spotlight. So the thing is that I was going to say that this magician looks like he's under, or she is under the spotlight, because there's, like, rays coming from here, rays coming from there, underneath this magician. So the tightrope walking is a true test, for sure. For sure. Okay. Some closing cards before we hit bananagram, Spirit. Any closing statement? Okay. 6. It's the Lover's card. Oh my gosh. The rainbow continues. Communication. What? Wait, what? From a divine masculine side is coming forth. There's, like, a meeting in the middle. What is going on? But it's the meeting of animus and anima. Like, angelic forces are balancing out our animus and anima. We have some sort of, like, some kind of a matchmaker here. You see, I just noticed in the background. Somebody like bringing us together. It's like the divine, mysterious force. I don't know. I don't understand. It's the great magician. It's Jesus energy. Bringing both sides together with a little help from our friends. Or a lot, actually. But, this is insane. But looking at that, it's bringing forth communication. Do you see that? So it's coming from the masculine side over to the feminine side. What? See, it's like, you know that emoji where like the tongue is out, but instead it's like barfing a rainbow. That's basically, it's not barfing, but it's like that kind of a delivery, like all over. What's going on here? It's goodness. But there's angelic energies on each side, depicting like more of a masculine side for the feminine, and more of the feminine on the masculine side. And that's why the animus anima, while going through this like meeting in the middle, there's facilitating like cupids, but matured cupids, I don't know, that are completing and urging. So I don't understand that. That's what they said. It's the devil card in reverse, bottom of the deck. That's excellent, because if you're gonna have the Lover's card, you can like easily get obsessed, or it's like if there's any kind of imbalance within. This is depicting that we're truly balanced. So that we really like who we are with no dependencies. That we are happy with how we invested ourselves, regardless of the exterior. How it looks to others, especially to self. So it's letting go of the strings. Like, the strings are just like, what, they're